Hi, so I'm pretty sure everybody's here for the Fenty review, first impressions. But while I'm here, I went ahead and decided that I was going to try out a couple additional products. I don't usually do first impressions or reviews on my channel, so this will be the first. So I'm kind of excited. So like I said, I will be reviewing a couple of products with you guys today that I picked up yesterday, in addition to a Fenty product. And they may not be necessarily new to market or to launch, but it's new to me. So I figured, hey, why not give it a shot? So then the newest product that you're going to see is obviously going to be Rihanna's Fenty collection. But I swatched a couple of things in store and didn't decide that I really wanted to pick those items up necessarily. So I do have in this video the trio. So the Match Stixs trio, so that's what I will be reviewing as from Rihanna's line. If you wanted the whole collection, I can link a video that I personally liked below, and that's going to be from Shameless Maya. I thought she gave a pretty good review on the product. So I will be testing out the Match Trio sticks. If you're interested in what I have to say about the Match Trio sticks and everything else, keep on watching. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to do a review and I'm going to do a first impression. However, I'm also going to actually get ready because a lot of the stuff that I have that I want to review will be a part of my full face makeup regimen. So it'd be kind of silly to just watch it on my hand when I can do everything on my face. So starting off, this isn't new. I'm going to go ahead and use my Too Faced Hangover Primer just to prime my face.
And if you hear my dog in the background, I'm sorry, he munches on his food incredibly loud, like to the point where he wakes me and my boyfriend up sometimes at night.
And next, this is going to actually be something that I picked up. So I was like a die-hard Urban Decay all-nighter spray or de-slick spray. And I've been using it, but I don't know if it's because it's been really hot and humid here in Texas, but I don't feel like it's been really working for me as well. I think it might have to do something with the climate here, because I just recently got back from Aruba and used it there and didn't really have any problems, which you would think, but that might be because I was wearing less makeup. Anywho, since I haven't been loving it a lot lately, I went ahead and picked up the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 setting primer, setting spray.
It's a replenishing primer and setting spray with coconut water, probiotic based ingredient, and skin revivers. It's silicone free, alcohol free, and oil free.
So I'm curious to see how this works. I like that it's a primer and a setting spray in one. I know a lot of people use those, will use a setting spray for a priming spray. I thought that my array of mists were too much, so I figured I'd pick up this one because it's 3-in-1. So this is the packaging. It's very similar to that of the primer, the Hangover primer. So I like the packaging. I like that it's big. It comes with 120 mils, which is awesome. The De-Slick setting spray from Urban Decay is 118 mils, so a 2 mil difference. It just, to me, it just looks bigger, but I think it's just the lid. They got me. It smells really nice. I don't feel like the mist is as saturating as Urban Decay's. I feel like I need to put more. It's just not even. This, maybe my sprayer is bad, but it's okay. I know that sounds really stupid. You're probably like, girl, it's just the sprayer, but that has a lot to do with how much product hits your face. So we'll see how it wears, and I'm also going to use it as a setting spray, so I can leave an update in the description box below on if my face needed touch-ups throughout the day, etc. So I mean, first impression, the packaging is obviously really cute. Too Faced is always really cute. I feel like you get a lot for your buck. I just don't really like the sprayer, but I could have a bad sprayer, so we'll see. Next I have, and again, this might not be new. I actually don't know when these launched, but I feel like they've probably been out for forever. But I never used a foundation stick before. I've always used liquid foundation from a pump, like a bottle. So I was curious to see how a stick foundation would work because one, I had a stick concealer it's just a drugstore brand. I can't remember. I think it's CoverGirl, and I really like that. The application is easy.
Obviously, when you're in a rush, you don't feel like pumping the foundation onto your hand, applying it to your face, and then getting all the foundation off your hand. It just...
I'm trying to limit the steps in my everyday like wear. So I really wanted to get a stick foundation because it just would make my steps easier and quicker. Fenty did have a stick foundation, I believe, or like a match stick or something like that. I swatched them on my hands at Sephora. I liked them. I just wasn't like, I mean, it could be completely different once you put it on, but I just wasn't like in love with it. So the price point wasn't bad. I don't remember what it retailed at. I can put that in the description box below, but I wanted to try out a less expensive stick foundation before I just completely invested in a stick foundation. So despite everybody else probably out there who was, I mean, I like Rihanna. The makeup wasn't like, oh my god, I have to buy every single piece of the collection. So I was like, I can do without that. So I didn't go towards that. I actually shopped around a little bit more and then found the Tarte Clay Stick foundation. And it's kind of small, I will say. Like, even though the price point is lower, I think it was $24. So apparently that sucks. I definitely looked at the wrong tag, I guess, or display. I thought that the stick was like $24, but turns out it's $39. Might be returning this because $39 for this much product, let's be real, that's kind of ridiculous. I'm really mad. Like, this is no joke. I just realized this on camera and I feel really foolish, but I really want to try it. No. So yeah, first impression, honest first impression, this is not a lot of product for $39 to me. Let's see. I mean, the stick's a pretty good size, but 39 bucks. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think Rihanna's was actually that expensive, which is kind of irritating. So maybe I'll return it and pick up Rihanna's and get that info to you guys later. But before I jump into this, I accidentally forgot that I also wanted to use the Milk Blur Stick. So I'm curious, I used this in store, but I didn't purchase it actually. This is actually from, and you can call me cheap or whatever, but it came in my Sephora play box, so it's tiny. However, I've been really intrigued by the Milk products. Another YouTuber that I follow has been using their products a lot and raves about them because she says that she has really oily skin, and so I've been curious. So I just applied it onto my hand in store after I had used a makeup remover serum to get my swatches off, and immediately it blurred that entire area where that was like shiny because there was still residue left on my hand from the makeup remover. So I was like, okay, so this might be like for real. So I've been having this at home and I was like, I'm gonna pull out one day. I really think this is from like 4 months subscription box ago. That even makes sense. So I'm gonna try it out and see how it works. So I'm curious because it might alter my perception of the Clay Foundation by Tarte, which I'm still really angry about. But anyways, so their packaging is really different. It's unique. It's like, to me, it's super sterile and like medical looking, and I like that. I think that it's different. I like the packaging, and I've heard a lot of great things about it. So putting it on the skin, I do see some blurring, like some blurring aspects. Not like as much as I did in store. Maybe it's because, I don't know. I like the way it smells. It's hard to say right now. Let's see. I'll fast forward to this and, oh yeah, like right here in my T-zone, I was really oily. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but there's like a right here versus right here. Yeah, definitely took the oil away. That's crazy. So I guess the rest of my face technically wasn't that oily, so maybe it was hard for me to tell. I will say in store, and one of the reasons why I didn't purchase it, they're pretty expensive. I don't think I'm a cheap person, but when it comes to makeup, like, you really have to sell me for me to just drop a grip on it. So I feel like their price point's a little bit expensive. I don't know much about the brand, maybe the ingredients. I feel like maybe the ingredients are like vegan, all natural. I feel like it's that type of brand, just going off their packaging. Like I said, I don't know much about the brand Milk, but the price point's high. But depending on the product and
excuse me, that's gross.
Depending on the product and how well it is, obviously I will invest in it, because if it does what it's supposed to do, especially with oil control, because I feel like that's a lot of women's issues, then I'll go ahead and go for it. But looking at my face now after application, zero shine. Like, I can't tell if you can see on film, but there's no shine on my face. Just freckles and rosacea. Anyways, so yeah, so I like it. We'll see how the foundation wears on top of it, and we'll wrap up at the end. But yeah, overall I like it. So going back to the Tarte High Performance Clay Stick Foundation, that is $39. I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself. So anyways, going back to the Tarte Clay Stick, didn't realize it was $39, but we're going for it anyways. And we'll see how it works. If I don't like it, I'll probably return it. I like Tarte though. I mean, at Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, Die Hard, that's my foundation. So if this is anything similar, but in a stick form, that really excites me. Because like I said, I'm just tired of pumping out the product on my hand. Like, I want to just put it on and go. Like, boom, 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 and go. I'm lazy. Like today's, I don't know. Winter, I feel like, is coming, and no pun for Game of Thrones, but winter is approaching, and I feel like I have more time in the winter to do stuff like that, but in the summer, I don't really, and I should have bought this at the beginning of summer, but I don't have time to sit there and put on loads and loads of foundation. And two, just whatever's easiest and most convenient in the summer especially, I'm going to go towards. So I'm mad that, yes, I waited so long, but I'm also really excited to see how this goes. So, I mean, it looks a little dark. I think I overestimated my summer tan, maybe. Dang it. But I can't tell yet. It's very warm. For sure, it's really warm. And yeah, I think it might be a little dark. So regardless, if I like it, I might have to return it anyways, because this tan isn't gonna follow me all winter. But I low-key couldn't use any of my foundations when I got back from Aruba. So like, by default, I haven't been wearing a lot of foundation. So now I'm going to take my extremely dirty foundation brush, because I feel like I'm not the only person that does that. Why clean all the foundation off, and that's more product you can use later. Anyways, I'm going to blend that out. Like using a pouncing motion, kind of pressing it into my face. I like the texture. It's really creamy, but it's not overly dewy. It's not completely matte, but it's not overly dewy. So I like that. But looking, now that I'm kind of blending it out, I don't think that it's too dark. I might show differently on camera. I'm curious. My camera's pretty far away because I have my zoom lens on, but I like it. It blends out really easily. It's, whoa, it's like some for real coverage, that's for sure. I wonder if it's buildable. I don't think, for my liking, I don't think I'd build any more on top of this, honestly. Just get it spread out. It matches, actually. In person, it seems like it matches. The test is the photos. Yeah, that's usually how I test it out. But I didn't try it on my face in the store because I already had a foundation on, and I feel like that's really silly. like I'll have Sephora reps or any rep when I go to makeup and they're like, put it here on your jawline, and I'm like, that's like the one like extremely discolored place on my face because I have like a lot of redness here. So I'm like, that's not a good depiction of what the color is going to be, and I'm not going to just slap it on the middle of my face. So I usually apply it to my hand and then kind of wing it and compare, but I can apply it to my face. So this is my first time actually putting it on my face, and I think that I like it. If you're any similar to me, this is the shade Tan Deep Honey, and I think their shades are consistent with the Rainforest of the Sea because I have a tan in Rainforest of the Sea, so I think that they are similar in shade. So whatever you're closest to in Rainforest of the Sea, you'd probably be in this one. And this one's deeper than I normally wear, honestly, and that's because, like I said, I got really dark in Aruba and I cannot match my foundation. So regardless, I had to buy one. So I like it. I really do. It's it might be worth the $39. I say that because I applied a generous amount. The stick went nowhere. Like, you cannot see on camera, but I'm telling you now, it went nowhere. So now I'm pretty dang excited. If you click this video because you saw the title, I wasn't just like trying to get you to come to my page for this, like, and putting Rihanna Fenty in the title. I really did buy a product, but like I said earlier, I didn't buy a lot of the line just because I wasn't completely sold. Honestly, I'm a person of reviews. If I like the product to sit a little bit. I like time to be able to watch reviews on YouTube about it, so I wanted to kind of wait on some of the things. I know that everybody was obsessing over the Trophy Wife highlighter. I did play with that one in store. I do like it. Do I realistically think that I would wear it with my type of wear of makeup? Not really. I think it's going to be gorgeous on deeper skin tones. I would wear it and I would buy it, and I'm still contemplating going back to the store and getting it, honestly, but I'd probably wear it more as like an eyeshadow, or I feel like it's really editorial, so I don't know how much of the everyday use I would actually get from it. So I wanted to review the Contour Trio Sticks just because that's something realistically that I would probably use every day. So that's what I want to spend my money on. I ain't getting this for free. So yeah. So anyways, this is the packaging. It's super like high fashion, and I don't expect anything less from Rihanna. It has the shade examples up top. I don't know if you can see that. And I like it. It reminds me of like kind of industrial with the black. It's just different. I mean, you would think, I was like, it's either gonna go one way or the other. In my mind, I'm like, it'd be really awesome if she just did like super Barbados Island girl color, like flower, Frida Kahlo vibes. Like I would have been really excited for that. Probably would have bought it just to sit on my vanity. But you know, that's not what happened. She wanted to go real neutral, and that's fine. I like it. I still like it. I love my nudes and those color schemes, so I still like it. The packaging's very quality. Like, it's not cheap at all. And I played with these in the store, and the magnet may have attracted me, pun intended. These are magnetic, and they stick together. Well, obviously that's what magnets do, but I really liked it. So if you're like me and you travel kind of frequently, if I'm not traveling out of state or internationally, I'm going up and down I-35, and if you're from Texas, you know my pain. So that trip to Dallas, Fort Worth area is a good 3.5 hours, so I'm constantly throwing stuff in my bag and or going to Houston. So this is really convenient. I love magnet things. Marc Jacobs, their lips are magnetized, or magnetic. Is magnetized the word? Magnetic. And I'm obsessed. Like, clearly I'm just over here like a kid, just, I'm a child. But anywho, so I got the shade, I got medium. I'm a little nervous about medium because I'm always in between like a tan medium, but I swatched them, and like I said, I'm purchasing off of swatches on my hand, not my face. So I'm a little nervous. I think I can work it. And I'm also really nervous that this is a cream contour. I don't normally do cream contours. I'm actually pretty afraid to do this on camera for the first time, using a new product, new technique, just, yeah, new. So we'll see how it goes. So I think first I'm going to do my concealer, because that's what I usually do first. So this is the shade Bamboo. This is what they look like on their own. They're really cool. Packaging is really heavy. Like I said, it's quality packaging. The clicking, and I know this sounds really stupid, but little things like this is what to me makes a difference between a good product and a bad product. The cap is actually secure. I hate when I put a cap on like my brow pencil or something and it falls off and it's in my makeup bag and the product's ruined. I mean, that sucks. Like, it's not a good look. So I like that hers are pretty secure. And then I feel like together, since they're magnet, that'll hold them together a little better. Sorry. Okay, so moving on. I'm gonna talk and work because
you don't have any smart home devices. To get started, go to the smart home section of the Alexa app.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk and work. That's what I was saying, because I feel like I'm doing a lot of talking and not doing a lot of showing. So some of you might be annoyed, but again, give me a break. This is my first impression, first review type of video. So, it's definitely, I don't know if you can tell on camera, it's definitely not, and I've heard this, Shameless Maya did say this when she was doing her review, but she reviewed with the actual foundation, whereas I'm reviewing with a different foundation. So good information if you're not planning on using the Fenty foundation. The concealer isn't very, it's not high coverage. Like, I'm having to build it up a lot to get the color that I need, which I guess, if I'm being honest, going back to what I said before, I plan on using these every day, so this would be an everyday concealer for me, whereas I would go to Shape Tape for, you know, more glam types of looks. So first impression, I look crazy, but it's not very high coverage. You definitely have to build if you wanted it to be high coverage. It does have like a dewier finish, so a little bit more natural finish. It's not matte at all. Even with that milk product underneath, it's not matte. But I like it. I'll just take some rose water. My beauty blender has like, it's filthy. I really need to do better. But anyways, it blends out pretty nicely. Like I said, it's more of a dewier finish, so if you're looking for a matte concealer, like similar to Shape Tape, I wouldn't purchase this because it's not that. But it is more of a natural contour, which I've heard in a lot of reviews that's where people think she was going with this line, is more natural, a natural beat type of, if you will. I like it though, I really do, and that's not me just like appeasing for the sake of this video. That's my true impression. I really like it, blends out really nicely. I like that it's a little bit more subtle, so I don't have like, you know, the normal harsh line that I'm trying to like blend and make it work, because you just really want your under eye to be bright, when really you should probably just go a shade down. Just saying. But I like it. I actually do. I could definitely see myself using this every day, just because I really like it. I'm actually really surprised, but it makes me really happy that I like it so much. So moving on, let's go ahead and go to the contour and some shading. So this is the matchstick in the shade Mocha. Similar, just like with, well, two different brands. But just like I said with the Tarte foundation stick, where the product didn't though it was a lot, you really couldn't, it didn't really make a difference in the actual stick. Same thing with the concealer. It was, or brightening stick, or whatever you want to call it, because it's not technically, it's not really marketed as a concealer. It's a skin stick. So brightening stick, concealer stick, who goes it? The product didn't go away. That sounds so stupid, but you're getting a lot without losing the product from the actual stick. So I'm really nervous to do this. I've never cream contoured on camera, but we'll give it a go. It might be a little dark for me. I feel like other people are, I feel like people are better at this than I am. Just because I don't cream contour at all. I mean, really it boils down to how's it gonna blend. Again, the product didn't move anywhere on the stick, just like with the brightening stick. And it's no longer shiny like it was. So don't have that fear that you're gonna have like a shine contour, because that's not cute. I don't think Rihanna would do that to us. Don't set us up for failure. Don't do that. So going back in with my beauty blender, I'm gonna try and pounce this out. And I don't know if it's because I'm new. I mean, it's going. It's definitely different for me than in comparison to a powder bronzer, or that's what I usually contour with, is just a powder bronzer. It's different because it's just swiping motions and kind of buffing, and it's a different technique. So despite my unfamiliarity with it, with this technique, I like it blends out nicely. I'm struggling a little bit just because, like I said, I'm not used to a cream contour, but you know, I'm trying it out for Riri and for the people. I'm trying. I like it. I do. I'm laughing because I'm just so surprised. Like, honestly, hearing the feedback about, we're not gonna go there. Hearing the feedback about Kim Kardashian's products and pretty much the hype around it, and how y'all was like really boosting it because it wasn't that great. I was kind of apprehensive for the Fenty line, just because celebrities can put it out and they know they don't, I mean, not saying that Rihanna would do this, but celebrities can put products out and they know the fan base and people are going to buy it for the hype. So they may or may not put effort and time and like their heart into a product when they should. So I really do feel like, and this is just off the trio sticks and just off of me like sampling the highlighters in store and the amount of pigment that's in them, the amount of thought that went into the packaging and behind the brand, I think that she really does care about, you know, her consumer, as you should. But like I said, that doesn't always happen, especially when you are such a big person or big name like Rihanna. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the quality that you should. And on top of that, her price point is actually really reasonable in comparison to some other makeup lines that you may get from just anything. Like in comparison to other makeup lines, the price point is on point. I would say that it's comparable to like a Sephora collection brand. It's a good price point. It's not drugstore brand. It's not like super high end. It's like a happy medium. Like I said, I didn't purchase all of the items from the line just because, like I said, I wanted to get some feedback about it before I just solely invested, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not getting any of this for free. I purchased my own makeup, so I wanted to make sure that my money was going to be worth the buy. And yes, I could have returned it, but who wants to go through that hassle when I could just be patient? So this is what I wanted to do. I felt like for $34.
I think it was 34.
I'm delusional. I thought that the foundation stick was 24 and that the trio stick was 34. It's definitely 54. So the price point's still decent. It's still decent.
That's $54 I just met. My nose itching. Anyways.
Taking away from it all, the price point is reasonable. For $54 when you get this many products, 3 products that are magnetized, that you can like use together, that have this type, that you can use every day, it's worth it. I'd pay for it again. Honestly, just looking at the way that it is right now, I'd wear it again. So anywho, I want to add a little bit more to my cheekbones, and that's not because I needed to, like it's not pigmented, it definitely is. I just was, I want to be more like on the side of caution when applying it, just because, like I said, I'm unfamiliar with techniques and myself with cream contours. So just gonna blend this out a little bit more. But yes, I like it. I like it a lot. That sigh was so unnecessary. So yeah, so with no setting powder, this is the Tarte foundation stick and the Fenty Trio sticks without the highlight. I'm gonna go ahead and use the, this is the shade, I guess I should tell you that, Trippin' in the matchstick, and it's like, I don't know, let's watch it, because I don't remember if this could be a blush. No, it's definitely more of a highlight. Woohoo! I like that a lot. I don't know how it's showing on camera, but it's like a gold pink. Like I said, it could almost be mistaken for a blush, but it's definitely more gold when the light hits it. Yeah, definitely more gold when the light hits it, but it does have the pink shimmer, so that's what I was like, in looking at it, I mean, it's looks pink. Again, you get a decent amount of product. I didn't show that for the other ones, but I'm assuming they're all the same. It's a decent amount of product for $54, I guess. It could be a little bit more to me for 54 bucks, but maybe that's because, no, that's three items. I feel like that's a decent amount. I'm not talking myself out of it, but just remembering that you're getting 3 matchsticks with the 54 bucks, I think that this is a decent amount of product because you're getting 3. So so I should probably put some blush on first. Go ahead and apply to the tops of my cheeks. And I need to stop being so like reserved with my application. I'm having a hard time picking up the color in person. Like, I'm gonna apply a little bit more than I normally do, because I have like a Maybelline strobe stick that I use to highlight when I want, because I'm moving towards more of a cream highlight. Reason being, to me it looks more natural, and in comparison to my Maybelline strobe stick, I feel like the pigment was, not pigment, but like the payoff, like when applying, maybe I'm just like, again, being, aha, I found you, it was a hair. Maybe I'm being too light-handed, that's the word I'm looking for, with Rihanna's, just because I'm nervous about the color and the shade. But oh girl, I definitely forgot to pounce out this contour on my chin or jawline. Ooh, I would have been looking crazy. Using the highlight stick from the Match Trio, I like it. I think it's harder, and I don't know if this is just me, applying it generously and like building it is more difficult for me with cream products, whereas a powder, obviously I could just keep fanning it on. But this one is a little more hard. Like, I love the shade of it, I do. It's not like like you would want it, like you would think. And like I said, that might be the vision and the goal of her line, like that it's more natural. But yeah, it's definitely pretty. It's really pretty. The swatch on my hand was a lot brighter than what it's showing on my skin, like on my face, but I like it. It's, like I said, everyday, natural, more natural makeup look. I guess I could apply some to the bridge of my nose and my Cupid's bow. See how that works. I usually don't really like cream products there. I don't know if y'all can see it. God, I don't know what it is that's tickling my face, but it's driving me nuts. Oh my God, I don't have boogers, guys. I'm just like, something is tickling me. So, I think it's because my nose, the bridge of my nose is so sharp. I always have a really hard time blending out the bridge of my nose, especially while not taking off my foundation. Somebody help me, please, because I can't do it. I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking now, finish up my makeup look for the day. That's it for the chatter until the end when I wrap up and have my whole face, and I'll kind of give you like a brief summary even though I've talked a ton. So keep on watching. Alright guys, so this is the final look using the products that I used today in my first impressions video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought, if you want more videos like this, or if you think that I should, you know, maybe not do these as frequently. It was super fun filming. I liked having my initial first reaction on camera for you guys to see, and this would be like, you know, a conversation I'd have with my girlfriends if they were here getting ready with me. So again, we reviewed, let's see, starting first, we reviewed the Too Faced primer and setting spray. And actually, no, I did set myself. I like it. Like I said, I can give more feedback below in the description box whenever I wear this makeup look out today, and give you guys feedback on whether or not my face got oily or shiny or started to wear away, you know, etc. So I'll leave that information in the description box below. The next product that we went ahead and reviewed today was the Milk Blur Stick. And again, this was just given to me in the Sephora play box, so I liked it. I know that I was really reserved initially because of the price point, like I said, that I saw in store. And then after looking at what I actually spent on everything for this video, I probably could have threw this guy in there. But I had the sample from the Sephora subscription box, so why not? I liked it. I probably will be purchasing it just off first impression, and that's being honest. It was really mattifying, and I just really liked it. My foundation went over very well on top of it, so thumbs up for me. The next one was the Tarte Stick Foundation, and again, I like this too. Originally, I was set back by the price after I realized I actually spent closer to 60 bucks on it. Still kind of wary on that. I don't know. Like I said, it's a lot of product. It goes a long way. Does it go longer than a liquid foundation? I don't know yet. I can follow up months later in the description box if you're curious, or maybe give you an update in a future video. But I like it. I really like the easy application, how quick it is. The match was like spot on with my summer tan. So I like it. Price point, still kind of iffy about it. So I'm kind of bummed I didn't get the Fenty Beauty match stick just for my foundation. I have it in the trio, but not as a foundation. So yeah, so I like that one. And then last but not least is going to be the Fenty Beauty products, the trio sticks. I like them, and I'm really surprised that I'm saying this. There's things about it, obviously, that I dislike that could be perfected a little bit more. Or it could just be me getting more familiar with the technique of using a cream-based product versus a powder, especially for the contouring, because these are mostly the trio sticks I feel like are going to be generally used for contouring. But I liked it. I really appreciate going one by one. The brightening, the lighter stick from the trio, loved it. Loved it. If you want a higher coverage concealer, this guy's not going to be for you, and that's just because that's not what it's for. It's more of a natural finish, very dewy. You would have to use a translucent powder on top of it if you have like an oilier skin, which I did. I had to use a translucent powder on top of it, but I liked it. Like, I really did. For an everyday concealer, I'm really surprised. I thought she was going to just give us some beat to the gods type of products, and she didn't. Like, you can use this, and it may be buildable. I didn't build too much just because that wasn't with the look that I was going for today. But overall, I liked the brightening stick of the trio. The darker shade in Mocha, like this one too. My first time really using a cream contour. I mean, the technique was what was difficult for me. I wouldn't say that it was the product itself. The product itself is great. I liked it. It blended out really nicely. It's a natural looking finish. Again, the color Mocha was perfect for my complexion, and I liked it. I just keep saying I liked it. But that's what the first impression video, I guess that's what you kind of get. And then lastly is the shade Trippin'. That's the highlight blush, like the dewy, glowy looking stick of the trio. I liked it. If this was sold solo, it may be. I'm not that familiar with the collection as a whole. I probably wouldn't purchase it just because. I mean, I like the finish, but when I'm using a highlight, I for 50 plus bucks, I kind of want the beat to the gods highlight. Like, I don't really want a subtle highlight, and she has those. Those are available in the rest of the collection. As far as what you're gonna get for the trio, it's gonna be more of a natural trio. But it's good. I like it. I can wear it every day, but I am probably going to have to pack another highlight on top of it because I feel like a cream contour, I don't know, maybe a cream, because I'm unfamiliar with cream products, maybe it'll wear longer than a powder. I don't know, but I feel like I'm probably going to have to reapply. If I wanted to wear a highlight out, wouldn't pick this one. I'd probably go to my Anastasia Glow Kit as a first pick. But for an everyday highlight, I do like it because I do use a cream highlight for my everyday because it just looks more natural to me. It kind of blends. But I did have a little bit of difficulty working this into my face, and that might just be my technique, or it might be the product itself. I don't know. You might have to watch a couple more reviews to get other people's take on it, but that's my take on it. Do I recommend overall buying these products? Yeah. The only one that I would probably, like I said, would probably be a little iffy on, it may be the Milk and the Tarte, just because the price points are a little higher, and I'm just unfamiliar with how they're actually going to wear throughout the day. But I will let you guys know for sure in the description box what my end result was for all of these products. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I had such a great time filming this video. It was a little different than what I'm used to. So this first impressions, kind of get ready with me, talk through type of video was fun. If you want to see more like this, go ahead and thumbs up and leave comments in the description box letting me know what your feedback was, and then let me know what you would buy out of the products that I reviewed today, what you were most excited about, and I can follow up on those in future videos. So again, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you with my next video. Bye!